Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Abdul Hafid and this is the part 3 of how can we implement an auth system using Laravel and Nuxt JavaScript. In this video, we're going to actually add the reset password logic. Before this, let's talk about what we did in the previous videos. In the part 1, we have implemented a login and register and logout functionality in our auth system app, and you can see that video in the top or in the description. And in the second part we have added the reset the email verification after registering a new account. Also, you can see that video in the description or in the top or in the playlist. So let me just show you what we have done. So now we can just create a new account. We used resend, if you remember, to actually send emails. If you don't know, resend is actually a pretty good way to send emails. It gives you, like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 or 10,000 or maybe 500 emails to yourself as like testing. So now we can register. And now you must verify your email. We made this page. We can open our Gmail. And you will see that we have a new auth system. We can just verify our email address. And voila, your email was successfully verified. We can go to home. So yeah, simply that's how we implemented this type of logic. And now in this video, we're going to see how can we implement other type of logics, for example, the reset password. To do this, first of all, we have to do it in the Laravel app, and then we will doing it in the Nuxt app. So it's actually similar to the email verification. I'm going to have a controller that will control the resend and the reset password. I'm going to have a notification that will send a specific view as a template for the Gmail or the email, and I'm just going to the user model to override the normal functionality. I'm just going to add the routes and a new email, and that's it. So let's start. Before start, I have implemented these logic in another VS Code. Why? Because to be honest, I looked for the internet, I searched for solutions, I made ChatGPT, tweak a little bit. So I wanted to skip this step of debugging and testing and just show you how you can implement this in a very easy way. So let's start. First of all, we should have the controller, which is PHP artisan make controller password reset controller. And this simply will make us a controller. Okay, artisan password reset controller. Okay, it will make us a controller. Let me show you the controller that I made. It's simply the same. Let me just explain it pretty quick. So first of all, we have the send reset link email, and this function is pretty easy. It's pretty simple. It will just validate the email that will be by the request. It should be a required email. We can also add, like, I think exists or something like this. User ID, I forgot, to be honest, something like this. Wait, let me remember. I think it must be something like exists, the users, then ID, something like this. Well, I forgot, to be honest. You know what? Let me just do it pretty quick. So exists users. I think it's something like this. ID and Laravel. I think there's like a validation way to actually test. Let us see it. I think we should just put it like it exists to the users table, to the column ID, to the column email, not ID, sorry. I think that's how we should do it. Let me see. Exists. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So yeah, so exists the table, and then we're just going to add a column. So we added this. Simply what this will do, it will just check for the email, check that exists in the users. And if it does, I will just send a password reset link. And then we'll send a confirmation message, okay? That's cool. And then we have this get request, or this function that we will be by get. It will take a request, and this request will have the email, okay? And you know what? Instead of using get, I'll just put it like this. So we should be token. Let's go in required. Then let's go with. Oh my god. I'm going string. Cool. And then we're just going to add the request token. Okay, so simply this function will validate the token. It will take an email and a token, and then it will check for the user, and then it will compare the use, like it will check the table, which is the reset password tokens, and this function it will check for the expiration date, etc. It will return if it does exist or not, the token. So this we will use this for the middleware or Nuxt app. And then at the end we have the validate. So simply, you know what, let me just remove the string right here because I think that's stupid. So here in this functionality is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm just going to take the token, email, and password, and then I will reset that password. As you can see, I reset the password by the function called password reset by Laravel. I will give them the email, the password, the token, and the password confirmation, and then I will add the function that I'm going to do. So yeah, but you know what? The only thing I'm going to change is the remember token because we're not using a remember token in this, or like in our logic. So to be honest, you don't have to actually think a lot about these functionality because you will just use them once, you know, in your whole app. So that's it for this function. Now let's just create the routes. What about this? Let me go here. Let's go to the routes. I think, yeah. Let us go to this. So as you can see, we have here the wait. Okay, so we have the password slash email, and this simply will. I added it. Wait, password reset control. Okay, so the first one, or the first post request, will simply send the request email link, okay, or the reset email link. The second one, it will reset that password, and the last one, I'm just going to remove this because as you can, if you remember, we actually um, made it not as a query or like a param in the route, we made it as a body, okay? So that's why I'm going to move that. So that's cool so far. I think now we have just to create the notification. So I forgot the name of my notification. Yeah, reset password notification. So PHP artisan make notification. We just call it reset password notification. And this will make us a new notification in Laravel. There's a problem. notification. Oh, okay. So this simply will create us a new notification, and this notification simply it will uh, create the email. And to be honest, notifications, or like just to let you know, notifications in Laravel are used to send SMS, emails, and even notifications. But that's why we're going to override it by using uh, like this notification. Okay, so let me just copy this. I'll put it right here. Let us explain. So it's like in a class, and this class will take statement. Okay, cool. So this notification simply it's a class that has like a public token variable construct, and this construct will be when we actually create the reset password notification, and we have to pass this token, uh, and we just want to care about this to mail. To mail simply it will take the app front URL that we have created previously in the email in the last in the email verification video. We can see the .env right here. See, cool. And what else? Okay, not here. So we took the front-end URL, and then here we're just going to send the user to the front-end URL to the reset password page with a token and the email. Okay, and that's it. And then we'll just return a new message, and this message will use a blade, which is emails dot. I'll just call it reset without password. Okay, and then we can just go to the emails right here, create an email. I mean, reset dot blade.php. And also I think I have, yep. So cool. So now I think everything is set. So we just created the controller that will verify the token, will send an email, and also reset the password. We have created the reset password notification that will be sent with the default behavior of where is it? The send recent link. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a problem I forgot to mention, or like something to change. That when we type password send reset link, simply this will send, guess what, based on the Laravel normal behavior. Okay, so for the normal notification that they made, so we have to override it by going to the models, to the user.php, and then just here. So the same way we override the email verification by sending a new verify email notification, we have to do the same. So I think I have right here as well. Yep. So reset password notification, and that's it. I think now we can just close these. Did we put the blade? Nope. Yeah, we did. We didn't explain it. So simply the blade will just take the user and the URL by the front end by the notification, and that's it. I think it's pretty straightforward, right? So let me show you what I mean. So here I'm going to send the URL and a user as well. So it's pretty straightforward. As I told you, I'm not going to explain a lot of things in these steps, because simply you will just keep use the same functions and you will never save them in your mind or like memorize them. You will always keep searching, so that's why I'm just going to put them, copy paste them, and tell you in a very short way how can we config them. And that's it. Cool. So let me as well remove this, remove this as well. But let me tell you something. The thing that you should care about mostly is the to mail, okay, to actually understand where this token will, or the button in the email will let us go to where. So as you can see, it will let us go to the reset/password. So you have to memorize this, and maybe you can change it based on your own app. So cool. So now we can just go to Nuxt and start create our pages. So before creating the page, let us just create in the login uh, under the button. I'm going to add I think a B maybe, and this B will just have forgot password, reset password. Let us see how it's going to be. Let us just give it a class text slash center MB, I don't know, mtop 5 maybe. I want to see the email. Yep, mt5. Okay, cool. So the reset password, I'm just going to put it in an A without a ref. We're just going to give it a class of maybe underline. I forgot. Let me see the verify email. Underline. I'll use these, okay, because I used them before. And to be honest, I don't know why I used a the anchor tag. I'll go with so cool. So add click. But you know what? I think I did something pretty stupid. Wait, let me go to the verify email. Oh no. Oh no, okay, okay. We're doing great. So instead of using spam, let's just use Nuxt link. It's much more convenient, to be honest. I'm just going to add a 2, and this 2 will be for the page. Let's go with reset, forgot password. And this page doesn't exist, right? So that's why I'm just going to create it. Forgot password. Forgot slash or dash password. Okay, we forgot to add the dot view. So this simply, I'll go with this one probably. So this simply will, we can create a layout, and probably the layout will going to be the same as the verify email, because I just going to, I need a logout, or no, you know what? No, it's not like this. I have to, I'll just remove, okay, wait. Let me go to the forget password. Let me go to the page called forgot password. It will not work because we have a middleware. Let me just remove these middleware. Okay, cool. So let me just explain these 3 middlewares again because I forgot them, to be honest. I do remember that verified is meant to those pages that need verification. For example, like index. Okay, cool. I remembered that. Nice. So for this page, I'm not going to use the verify email because this page is going to be for those who are not logged in. So I'm just going to use the auth layout. As you can see, I'm going also to use the middleware of one thing only, which is sanctum auth, I guess. Not auth, sanctum guest. Let me see, because I forgot. Yeah, sanctum guest. So this page will let us go to this forgot password, which is just going to be accessible by those who are not logged in, and it's going to have the layout of auth. Why? Because I need these login and register buttons up here. Okay, cool. So now we can actually um, fix things. So let me now remove all of these. You know what? Let me just copy the login form. Let's save. I'm going to handle reset, handle forgot. It's going to be forgot password page. Okay, cool so far. I just need one input, and this input just for the email. I'm going to remove this link. Send recent link. Cool. I'm going to use a form data. I don't think I need a form data. I'm just going to use a const email equal ref of nothing, or like a string. So cool. So that's it. So let's call this handle forgot. And here I'm just going to use the same thing, which is the client. And we talked that client is using $sign fetch in Nuxt, but it's by the Sanctum library that we use in Nuxt and Laravel. So it will send the headers by themselves, etc. Okay, cool. So the base URL API, let us see the API that we just created in the. So this one is for the password / email. So password / email. Good. Let us also see what this function needs. It needs just an email. So we have to send an email in the body. We can just go like this. Body email is going to be email.value. And that's it, I guess. What it will return, simply it will return a status, which now we're not going to care about. So you can actually, guys, understand in the last video we're going to add the error handling for everything. So now we don't have to worry about error handling, so I'm just going to remove this. So cool. Now when we send the reset link, simply we should have. So now let us test. What about this? Let's go to network, send reset link. We have a problem. Let's go this. Target class password reset control does not exist. Password reset controller. It does exist. Password reset controller. Does exist, I guess. Okay, wait. Okay. I guess. That's the problem. It's not in the auth, it's in the controllers, okay. Cool. So password reset controller. It's not in the auth though. It's in the what is happening? I'll just copy it, go to the API. Now it must be working because I don't know, there's a problem. Let me see. I'm sure there's something wrong because like the password reset controller is not okay. It's not in the auth folder. So I don't get it. Aha, okay, that's why. Okay, cool. Because let me now explain what happened. Because previously when I created these controllers, I created them in the auth folder. So that's why I had this error, but I should not have the same. Okay. Now simply go back here, remove the auth. Okay, now it should be working. Let us test. Okay, pending. Okay, so no response, failed to fetch. Internal server error. Let us see. Why do we have this? Even oh no, I think it worked now, right? Let's go back, refresh. Yeah, see. So now we have the reset password notification. And this link will expire in 60 minutes. Okay, cool. You know what? So now this should send us to a page in the Nuxt called reset password. So let us now do this page reset password.view, and we can take the same thing here. Let me just rename it to reset/password. Cool. Let's go to this page. It's actually the same page. Let us now, we'll not call it handle forgot, we'll just call it handle reset. This is the first thing I'm going to do. We're not going to have const email, we're just going to have a lot of things. Let's just call it here reset password. We're going to have a form data dot email. We will have an email and then the password and the password confirmation. I think I don't even need the email. I'll tell you guys what I'm talking about in a moment. So this one should be the password and password underscore confirmation. In new password, I guess that's how it should be, new password. Okay, cool. So what I'm trying to tell you guys that in the reset, in that function, which is the reset password, it will take four things: the token, the email, and the password confirmation. So the token and the email will be sent by this link. Oh no. Okay, no problem. Let me now just open Gmail again. It will be sent by the button. So, and then we will click on the email. I'm not going to click on it right now because it's not ready yet in the page. So now I'll just complete this. So password confirmation, autocomplete a new password, type password. Here's going to be a new password, and here confirm new password. Cool. Let's just create the const form data. It's going to be a ref of a password, right? And then password confirmation as well. And now we can actually see, we should probably see the form. Yeah, cool. So let's just name this reset password. Okay, that's cool so far. Let us do as well. Okay, wait. Let us now do the middleware. Okay, because I'm just going to create more than one middleware. We will create a new middleware, and this middleware we will call it reset. Okay. And then we create this middleware, call it reset.javascript. And let us use any of these probably. Cool. So simply this will do a specific thing. Email verified out. No, yes, I know, I get it. So now it should be working. Okay, cool. So simply what we will be creating right here is we're going to take the token from the query, okay? Because this one simply will send the token and the email in the query, and then I'm going to use this get function, this get route, which is the password/validate, which will take a body of token and email. So now let me show you what I'm talking about. So here I'm just going to be like token const token equal to 2.query.token. Very easy, right? Now the same thing, const email equal to 2.query.email. Cool. Lastly, now we can just handle something like try and catch, and then we will just catch an error. And why? Because this function, which is the validate token, it will send back an error or not. Okay, so that's cool. So I'm just going to try to let me just name this async, because we're just going to use await. So we will just await of use fetch composable to fetch the const config equal use run time config function, and here I'm just going to do this and be like config.public.base URL, and I will go to the bus. I think I forgot what we call it. We called it password validate. Okay, password/validate, and this will have also a method of post. No, get. It's a get, so I don't need this. I just need the body, and this body simply will be an email of even though, you know what, I think I'm just going to make it a post request, because I'm sending let's search this in the internet. If I'm sending, oh, like, can I send body data with get? Technically yes, does not explore. Okay, it's state to request data. So see, that's why I don't need, I think I'll just be like I will go with a post, much more safe. I'll just add, because simply get should not include the body, as we can see right here. So let's go with the method of this method. Is going to be a post method. I'm going to add an email of this email, and password, not password, sorry, token of token. Okay, now that's simply good so far. Try and catch. I'll try this. If it's good, I will simply navigate to not navigate, sorry. So I guess I will just be like, if it does exist, I will not do anything. If it doesn't exist, I will just navigate to the slash login probably. No, yeah, I guess so. Okay. So now this page doesn't even have any query. So let me just console.log something. Beam, anything. I want to see, does it work? Okay, it does work. So where's the problem? So there's no request for the for the uh, I think now this should be working. So I'm just going to fetch. We're going to catch an error. But you know what? Let's just take the data from the use fetch and const and just console this data. Value. We want to see, does it even send any data? It's a null. So I think there's a problem probably. Hmm. Slash for password. I think there's a problem. I'm going to ChatGPT and see this problem because I don't get it. Why it won't work? Oh, okay. Let's see what does this do. Uh-huh. Cool. Okay. Okay, guys. I figured out the problem. I think I'm stupid because using try and catch is not with useFetch because useFetch actually give you an error messages, right? You can just type, you can go with like refresh, you can go with error. So try and catch simply doesn't work. So we can just do something like this and be like, if error, let's just console.log anything. Okay, so let's go to the reset password. And simply now I should have anything. See, so now there's a problem because there's now an error. So now we can actually console.log this error by Nuxt C. Okay, error.value, sorry. HTTP post local password slash validate not found. Um, validate not found slash password slash validate. What do you mean by not found? Ah, probably the user may be not found or the token. Okay. Now let's uh, be let's do something like if error.value. Let's just navigate to the home page or the slash login. Both the same. Now it should send us back because now we should have an error. Or maybe if error. Okay, wait. It will not work because I forgot to add return. Now we should get back to the login page. Cool. So now if we like send or click on the reset password, it should see it sent us back to the login page, and that's a problem. Because simply now if we just copy link address and put it right here, we can see that we have an email and we have a token. Aha, okay, you know what, let me try this. If I put @gmail.com, will it work? No, it still sends me back to the home page. Okay, cool. Problem now is with forgot that slash API. Okay. value undefined مش فاهم. True data. Oh. So there's no errors. Okay. Um, okay, guys, I'm back. I think I found the problem. The problem was that I should hit the API. I forgot to put slash API. So this simply now we will just um, and also there's another thing I forgot to show you guys that in here and the return response is based on the status, valid or unvalid. So we can just put this simply we want to do something okay, wait. So we'll just put if status equal unvalid, I'm going to return a response of something like yeah, and then I'll just add 400. Well, I don't know, like invalid HTTP status code is what? Bad request, okay, 400, let's stick with 400, cool. And else, if it's valid, or not, let's just put else if the status equal valid. In this case only, we will return 200, which is okay. We should modify this. And now simply we can just, if there is an error value, which is a 400, for example, we can now see it. Not see it, it will just put us back to the login page. So now let us test. Goal. There is nothing. So a console.log data dot value. There's nothing. Let me just do something like this. We don't have a value. Simply we're not sending anything. I think here we have a problem, probably. Let me just do this ChatGPT and see. Hey guys, I found hello guys, I'm back and I found the problem. You know what? Let me just hello guys, I'm back. I think I found the problem. It was pretty stupid from me. Simply we should just add slash API here. Okay. And also in the Laravel password reset controller, here we don't have we will just return the status, okay, without any status code. It's not without like 200 for okay, 400 for errors. So the error in the use fetch will not be triggered. To do this, simply I will just add an if statement, if status equal valid. Let's just return response of this one with 200. Okay. Rather than this, we will just return the 400 here. So now we can just test this out by just console.log error.value. Put any type of token, etc. Simply now we should find an error, bad request. See? So that's great because the token is not um, uh, it's not authenticated or it's not valid, so it will return this. So now we can just, if error.value, we can simply navigate to /login. Cool. We just have to return the statement. Let's test this out. Cool. Okay, now if we just point back to the reset password and click on that link, it should not give us back to the login. For some reason, we are back to the login. I don't know why, to be honest. So I'm just going to console.log data. So let me reset the password and see what message do I get. Let me just not. Let us see. We get a ref value undefined. But if we console.log error, do we get the same? Bad request. You know what? I'm just going to do a simple tweak. If this tweak works, that means, so if it's at gmail.com, it will give us undefined and undefined. I don't know what the hell is this, to be honest. Trying my best to understand why this doesn't work. So here in the error, here we don't have a value. Here we have a value, which is a bad request. But if I just put here an ampersand 40, put this, we probably should not get a bad request. We got a bad request, is that true? Yeah, it is true. So I don't get it, to be honest. I cannot understand how does this work. It's a bad request. I think maybe because it's expired or something. We have been recording for, I cannot see for how many minutes. It's 56 minutes, so it's unlikely to be. You know what? I'm just going to return the same way it was. Okay. Um, okay guys, hello, I'm back. So the problem was that I didn't add the API/API because I'm stupid, I forgot, but it's okay. And then in the password here, it will always send the status as true or false, and the request will always be 200, which is okay, which we doesn't want this. So simply we'll just put if status, that means it's true, we will just simply return this response, and then if it's not, we will just return the same response, but this time with the code of 400. Cool. So now we can be like if error dot value. Maybe you'll ask me why do we send back status code, because the use fetch error thing that we actually take from is going to be triggered by this status code. So if error dot value 400, that means we just have to return to navigate to what, to the slash login page, etc. Okay, so see, it got us back to our login page. So now if you send back to the, or if you clicked on the reset, as you can see now it works, because the token now works. It's being validated. Rather than this, if I removed one character from the token, it will send me back to the login page. So yeah, we created the middleware for the page, which is the reset password, and now we can simply send back the password confirmation and the email and everything else. So now we can just go with the email equal to the route. Let me just add the const route equal use route. Okay, and now we can just be like the route.query.email, and token will be a route.query.token. That's super cool so far. So now we're just taking the because as I told you, the reset needs email, token, password confirmation, and then we just go to the API password/reset, right? And then we will just be like JSON dot stringify to the form data dot value, and I think that's it. So when we reset the password, put our link, but we have to do something else pretty quick. This one should send back status. So wait, we can add an await. We didn't add an await here. We should add an await. I forgot. Cool. So yep. Okay, guys. The recording has stopped when we actually was going to add an await to our client in the reset password. So simply here we're just going to add an await because I forgot to add an await on other functions. Okay, and simply we will just reset the password. Okay, when we get the email, and then if it's good, we will just router to push login. That's the last thing I added. And then I added error handling. I mean by error handling, for example, this one. I added a try and catch block right here to actually handle these errors. Okay, let me now show you an example. So now for the forgot password page, as you can see now I have some error handling simply by just using try and catch, normal Nuxt, $sign fetch error handling. And also we can see the error handling in the page right here for the auth sanctum because we're using the client with this. But now what we just have added when the recorded has stopped, I just add the error handling. Also, I added that when the client reset his own password, it will just push him back to the login page. So that's it. That was the tutorial so far. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the comment, or and if you want to see the whole repo, you will find it in GitHub in the description. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.